Don't drink plain water after 50. It sounds dramatic, I know, but I'm telling you this because I've seen the same pattern in hundreds of patients over the years, and most people never realize how much this one simple habit shapes their energy, their circulation, and the way they feel every single day. I'm Dr. Emily, and I want you to imagine that you and I are sitting across from each other in my office. No rushing, no waiting room noise, no interruptions. Just you and me, talking openly about something that seems small, but affects nearly every part of your body. Hydration, minerals, and the way your cells wake up after 50. Before we go any further, make sure you're subscribed to Dr. Emily 360, because the things I'm about to share with you can genuinely shift the direction of your vitality, your strength, and your well-being in ways that most people don't expect. Most people think hydration is simple. Drink water, stay hydrated, end of story. But your body isn't that simple. Not anymore, and not after 50. When you were younger, your cells worked like brand new sponges. Fresh, elastic, absorbent. You could drink a glass of water and it slipped into your cells effortlessly. Your tissues held onto it, used it, and circulated it with ease. Your kidneys filtered with perfect balance. Your blood vessels stayed soft and flexible. Your skin was hydrated without you trying. Everything inside you cooperated. Everything had harmony. But as the decades pass, something subtle shifts. It happens slowly, so you don't notice it at first. Your thirst signal becomes softer. You don't feel dehydrated even when you are. Your kidneys begin to release more water than they should. Your cells don't absorb fluid as efficiently. The result is that you might drink water, 2 glasses, 4 glasses, 8 glasses, but much of it passes right through you without delivering hydration where it matters most. And you start to live in a quiet state of dehydration that you never feel, but your body feels constantly. This slow, steady dehydration affects everything. Your energy dips faster in the afternoon. Your muscles feel heavier when you wake up. You get tired sooner doing things that never used to drain you. Your hands and feet feel colder. Your thinking feels a little foggier on long days. Stress hits you harder than it used to. Your willingness to engage, to be active, to be intimate, to be present, weakens without you realizing why. You blame age. You blame stress. You blame sleep. But inside your cells, something simpler is happening. They are thirsty, depleted, and missing the minerals that allow them to generate energy. When your cells are underhydrated, they lose elasticity. The tiny blood vessels, your capillaries and arteries, begin to stiffen. That stiffness changes everything. Blood flow weakens, pressure shifts, oxygen delivery slows. And remember, circulation isn't just about keeping your heart healthy. It affects the warmth in your hands, the clarity in your mind, the strength in your muscles, and the vitality you feel in those intimate moments that many people assume they've simply aged out of. But you haven't aged out. Your circulation has slowed, your cells have slowed, and plain water, as surprising as it sounds, can't fix it by itself. That's because plain water is missing the one ingredient your body needs most to actually use hydration properly: minerals. Minerals are the electrical messengers of your body. They're the sparks that allow your nerves to communicate, your muscles to contract, your heart to beat in rhythm, your brain to fire thoughts, your cells to generate energy. Every signal your body sends relies on minerals, not water alone. Water carries the minerals, but without the minerals, water is just fluid passing through. This is where the biggest misunderstanding happens. Most people assume they need to drink more water, but after 50, you don't need more water. You need smarter water. Hydration that actually enters your cells, strengthens your circulation, and supports the electrical balance that keeps you energized and stable. Over the years, I've had countless men and women come into my office feeling worn down. Not sick, not broken, just dimmer than they used to be. Their spark feels lower, their endurance shorter, their moods flatter. They tell me, I guess this is just getting older. And yes, age changes many things. But when we dig deeper, through labs, through lifestyle habits, through patterns, I often find that their cells are dehydrated even though their water intake is high. What they're missing is minerals, specifically magnesium, sodium, and potassium. These three minerals are the foundation of cellular hydration and blood flow. When even one of them is low, your vitality drops quietly, slowly, but significantly. And when all three are low, which is incredibly common after 50, your body feels like it's running on half power without you knowing why. Let's start with magnesium, because magnesium is the mineral that almost everyone over 50 is missing and almost everyone desperately needs. Magnesium is what tells your blood vessels, relax, open, soften. It's what tells your muscles, you don't need to stay tense anymore. It's what tells your nervous system, you're safe, you can rest. Without magnesium, your arteries become stiffer, your blood pressure becomes more reactive, your muscles feel tighter, your sleep becomes lighter, your stress feels sharper, even your moods grow more fragile. And your circulation, especially in the areas that rely on smooth muscle relaxation, becomes less responsive. Think about that for a moment. We often talk about circulation in the context of the heart or the brain, but circulation affects those intimate tissues too. The very same mechanism that helps blood flow into your hands or feet is what supports blood flow in the moments when you want to feel strong, confident, and connected. When magnesium is low, blood flow is restricted. When magnesium is restored, everything opens. Not forcefully, not artificially, naturally, effortlessly. That's why one of the quiet signs of magnesium deficiency is inconsistent or weaker performance. Not because of age, but because the smooth muscles cannot relax enough for blood to enter fully. Magnesium also lowers cortisol, which is the hormone that breaks you down when it stays elevated too long. Cortisol drains testosterone, drains energy, drains motivation. So as magnesium rises, stress goes down, testosterone can rebalance, sleep improves, and the entire system begins to recover. That's why many people feel calmer, clearer, warmer, and more grounded when they restore magnesium levels. And yet, our modern soil is depleted. Our diet is processed. Our absorption declines with age. So getting enough magnesium through food becomes almost impossible after 50 unless you intentionally add it. Next is sodium, but not the processed, refined table salt most people think of. I'm talking about high-quality sodium from mineral-rich salt, like sea salt or Himalayan salt. Sodium is the gatekeeper of hydration. Without sodium, water cannot enter the cells. Without sodium, you drink water and your kidneys immediately flush it out. Without sodium, your energy dips because your cells are running dry even when you're drinking all day long. Just a pinch of mineral-rich salt in your morning water can transform hydration for the entire day. You won't taste it, but your cells will feel it. It tells your body, hold on to this water, use it, absorb it. Sodium also helps create the electrical gradient that allows nerve impulses to travel. That's why people feel clearer, calmer, more stable when they rebalance sodium. And because mineral-rich salt contains dozens of trace elements, it supports the entire hydration process, not just the basic salt levels. Then we have potassium, the balancing mineral, the quiet heartbeat stabilizer. Potassium keeps your cells from becoming too tense. It helps your arteries stay smooth and flexible. It works hand in hand with sodium to maintain fluid balance. When sodium brings water into the cells, potassium makes sure the cells use it without overloading. And one of the biggest causes of high blood pressure after 50 is actually low potassium, not high sodium. The two must be balanced, but most people eat too much sodium from processed foods and not enough potassium from fresh foods. So the body becomes tense, resistant, dehydrated, and underpowered. When people begin adding potassium through mineral blends, electrolytes, or potassium-rich foods, they often describe feeling lighter inside the body. Their heartbeat feels smoother. Their muscles relax more easily. Their energy stabilizes. Their circulation improves. Their clarity increases. Sometimes even their mood lifts because the body finally has the electrical support it has been missing. So, why does all this matter for water? Because without these minerals, water cannot be used by your cells. It just passes through you. That means your muscles are never fully hydrated, your brain is never fully hydrated, your heart is never fully hydrated. And of course, the tissues that rely on blood flow are never fully hydrated. Once you begin adding minerals, magnesium throughout the day, a pinch of mineral-rich salt in your morning water, a potassium-rich electrolyte blend after activity, you give your body what it needs to turn water into energy. Imagine waking up and feeling refreshed, instead of heavy. Imagine walking through your day with steady energy instead of running into that familiar midday crash. Imagine your hands feeling warmer, your feet less cold, your mind less foggy. Imagine your sleep feeling deeper. Imagine your stress feeling less sharp. Imagine stronger, healthier circulation. Yes, in every part of your body. This isn't a miracle, it's physiology. It's your cells finally getting water they can use. Water that carries minerals. Water that enters the cell membrane, water that supports the electrical flow that gives life to your tissues. Let me tell you something I share with many of my patients. After 50, vitality isn't lost. It's simply waiting for better hydration, better mineral balance, better circulation. Waiting for you to give your body the conditions it needs to feel alive again. You're not aging out of energy. You're mineral deficient. You're underhydrating at the cellular level, even as you drink water every day. I've seen men and women go from exhausted, foggy, discouraged, and low-mooded to feeling warm, vibrant, motivated, and confident, simply by restoring these minerals. And I don't mean forcefully, I mean gently, gradually, consistently. Your cells don't need much, they just need the correct environment. If you follow this daily pattern, mineral-rich morning water, magnesium during the day, potassium after activity, within a week or two, you will feel shifts that are subtle but unmistakable. Waking up without that heavy body, thinking with greater clarity, feeling more emotionally stable, having better endurance, feeling warmer, sleeping deeper. And yes, experiencing stronger, healthier blood flow in the moments when confidence matters most. This is what I want for you. I don't just want you to age. I want you to age with vitality, with circulation, with presence, with confidence. Drinking plain water after 50 doesn't support that. Upgrading your water does. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to Dr. Emily 360 so you never miss any of my natural, practical, science-backed health tips. Share this video with someone you care about who could use more energy, better circulation, and a stronger connection with their own body. And tell me in the comments, what do you add to your water every morning? I'm Dr. Emily, and remember, your vitality after 50 is not gone. It's simply waiting for you to wake it back up. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated the smart way. And I'll see you in the next one.